this is Carol Ann with Logan's Crafty Mama. I'm going to show you a huge haul. I'm going to explain it as I'm going through it and give you prices. So, you can run out and get it if you want it. If you watch, I think it's like Scrapping with My Bug, maybe. She did a video on a big purchase that she made, I think like over the weekend. And I had been looking for it, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, hang tight and I'll tell you in a minute. But she was telling me, she was saying on the video that Michaels is doing away with one of their Cricut products, that they're going to not carry it anymore from what we hear. And she's not the only one that I've heard that from. And when you ask people at Michaels, they agree with it. And also, their Gypsies are on sale, so check out your Gypsy at Michaels. They're really, really, really good priced. So check that out. But anywho, I'm going to show you what I got. If you watch my videos enough, you know that I wanted the Cricut Mini, Cake Mini, whatever you call it. But it's for $199 at Joann's. And at Michaels, they have the big Cricut Cake for $149. And look how pretty it is. It's red. I'm not crazy about the red, but it's a really pretty red, and it's got the stainless steel knobs and stainless steel on the end. It's just so pretty. So, we called around. Well, let me rephrase that. My husband called around to several of the Michaels last night, and they all said they were $199. And he's like, well, my wife is big on the Cricut, like YouTube, and she used to be big on the Cricut and stuff, but the Cricut board, and they're all saying it's $149. And you got some rude ones that said no, it's $199, never been $149, never will be $149. So he actually went, when he got off work last night, went to the Michaels. Went to like 3 or 4 Michaels on the way home from work, and all of them said they were $199, and one store had 3 of them, and the rest of them were sold out. And I said, I'm not paying $199 for the big one when I can just go ahead and get the little one for $199, because that's what I really want. And he said, well, let me stop by one more Michaels. So he went by one more Michaels, and they actually had a sign out by the thing, but they were sold out of them, and it said Cricut Cake's $149. So being the smart techie husband I have, he actually took his cell phone and took a picture of the sign and sent it to me on my cell phone. And it's like, okay, here's the thing, but they don't have any. So I said, well, darn, just forget it, and I'll just buy the Cricut Cake Mini for Christmas. And he's like, okay. So he came home, and I was like, wait a minute. If they have it there, then the other Michaels should have it for $149. So he actually called a manager last night at Michaels at like 9:30, and they closed at 9, but the man answered the phone, and he told him the situation. He said, we'll call back in the morning at 9 o'clock, and we'll discuss it. So he called the man about 9 o'clock this morning and told the guy. And the guy said, well, let me call the other Michaels. And he called the other Michaels, and the other Michaels said, no, it's $199. I don't know where he's getting that. It's never been $149. That's too cheap, blah, 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 blah. And my husband's like, well, I got a picture of it. Can I bring that in? So my husband took his cell phone in with the picture, and bada bing, I got it for $149, because there is a sign out that says $149. So you're just going to have to either look or find one with the picture or something. So I got mine for $149. It's the big one that normally retails for like $400 or $500. So, and some of the Michaels management stuff are saying that they're discontinuing the Cricut Cake. So I'm going to show you what I got, and I'm going to give you some prices so that you can hurry out and get it if you're interested in it. If you're not, turn the video off. It comes with the Cake Basics. This is the cartridge it comes with. And you don't have to, I'm going to tell you about the cartridges. You don't have to have a Cricut Cake for these. If you have the Expression, Create, anything like that, you can still use these. You don't have to have a cake to actually use these. So this one came with it. And then it came with one mat. Okay? And then we have this long receipt here. All their Cricut Cake products are 60% off. So, he bought me, I'm trying to look at this and give you the right, I'm looking at a coupon in my receipt in case you don't believe me. Okay, they have he bought me 2 more packs of mats. for the Cricut cake. And they are $5.19 a pack. So you get 2 of these, like 2 come in a pack for $5.19. And they don't have the 12 by 24, they were sold out, but they are like $6 and something. So, and then he bought me a pack of the Cricut frosting sheets so I can try it, and it comes with 3 frosting sheets. And let me see how much that's running for. The receipt is like crappy. They were $7.19. It looks like. I can't really make this out because my receipt's tearing up. And then he bought me a pack of the ready-to-use gum paste. And this was $9.99. It's not on sale because it's a Wilton product. I don't think it was on sale. But it says it's perfect for the electric cutting machines, so I'm going to try it out just to see. And then once I figure it out, I'm going to make my own fondant and stuff. But I love to bake, so this is why I wanted it. Because my son's in Mother's Morning Out, and he'll be starting school soon and all that. And so I love to bake. I don't really care to cook a lot, but I love to bake. So, and then he bought me a water brush, and this was $3.99. So I got this. And then, for the favorite part, all of these were... All their Cricut cake cartridges are $19.99. Now let me tell you about these. When you look at them on the cases, they're saying they're like $39, and that's just the birthday cake. I mean the Cricut cakes. That's not all the cartridges. So I got the birthday cake one because for one, I want to make cakes. But this is my Christmas present, in case you're wondering. This is what my husband got me for Christmas. I'm just going to use it early. And this is the Elegant Cakes. And then the holiday cakes, which this one will come in handy because I'm going to use it for Thanksgiving first to try it out. So those are those, and they're $19.99. So make sure if you're interested in these, you check them out. And just because they say, people at Michael's, if you ask them, I'm not bashing you if you work at Michael's, but I honestly think to apply at Michael's, they tell you have to not be able to know anything about crafts. Because my mom was talking to me, we were Skyping. As I call it, I was working on my scrapbook, and she was making cards, and we was on Skype. And she was telling me that this lady that actually worked at Michael's, told this lady that the Cuttlebug was electric, which it's not. It's hand cranked, because I own one. The one that the lady was actually asking about. And then she was telling the lady that none of the cartridges will work in the Imagine. Which that's not true either. The cartridges will work in the Imagine. I just don't think that the Imagine cartridges will work in the other Cricuts because we don't need to print ink out. So I just think that when they hire you, they ask on there, do you know anything about crafts? And if you say yes, you don't get hired. I don't know that, but that's what it seems like because there's some crazy folks in there. And then I got the Cricut Toolkit, which was $11.99. Looks like this. And it's got the smoother, the double-sided cutting textured wheel, a needle tool, a pastry brush, a tapered spatula, and a large spatula. And then it's got one of those Cricut cake mat scraper, like those little green ones you get in your toolkits. Well, there's a white one. It's back here in the back somewhere. I'm not going to dig it out. But that's what I got. That's my Christmas gift. So, from my husband. He just told me I could have it early. So, because we was calling everywhere trying to find them. So, I didn't want the Imagine. So, this was what I got. Instead of wasting my money. I'm not saying you're wasting money. Wasting my money on the Imagine because I didn't want it. I got the Cricut cake. And I didn't pay but $149 for it. So, check it out. If you have any questions, let me know. I will be doing tutorials or some videos or something on this machine, but don't look for it right away because, for one, we've got a cold and some other kind of virus going around my house. My husband's homesick with it today, and it's not pleasurable. And I don't know nothing about this thing. I know how to work a Cricut, but I don't know how to work a cake. I've never dealt with gum paste or fondant or nothing like that. I'm just an all icing type person, so I'm gonna enjoy playing around with it. But like I said, you'll probably see some cards and stuff using these cartridges. I'm not just gonna use them for my cake. But that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Hurry out to your Michaels if you're interested in any of this. And if you're having issues, just keep on them, because they're interesting to work with. Alright guys, have a great day. Bye.